Hey there, beautiful souls. How are you doing? This is your September monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. To get things off, I just want to start by saying thank you. I just want to say that to everybody who has subscribed to this channel, everybody who keeps coming back to this channel. You guys are so loyal, and it's just been so wonderful for me, and I am truly grateful for you. This channel cannot happen without you. And when you subscribe to the channel, it helps it to grow, and it helps messages get out to other people who really need to hear them. And that's what I'm here for, is to help people hear messages so they know how to deal with whatever energy is coming their way. Now, if you're new to this channel, I'm going to start by saying hello and welcome. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot. And if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe you're new and you haven't subscribed yet, or you are coming here, listening to these messages from time to time, but you just haven't subscribed yet, then I'm going to say to you, what are you waiting for? Because it's free. It doesn't cost a thing to press those buttons, and it doesn't even barely take a second. So take that second right now and click that subscribe button. There's a button below the video, but there's also the button on the lower right hand corner of this video. You can click that as well and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, click the thumbs up button. That like button tells YouTube and it tells me that you're interested in these videos, that you want more of these videos. And then like I said, the channel can grow, messages can get out, and I can do more videos. Okay, I do want to just mention very quickly, in the description box this month, there is a link to Universal Wisdom Tarot account on Facebook and on Instagram. So I wasn't on either of those platforms before, but now I am, and I would really love to interact with you over there. So come on over there, meet with me over there, chit-chat with me over there. And I actually look forward to that, so hope to see you over there. If you are also interested in learning more about me or Universal Wisdom Tarot, why I started this, I would just say to you that there's also a link in the description box to an online magazine. They interviewed me a number of months back. And if you're interested in reading that article, you can, because the link is there, all right? So, go on over there, check it out. Now, as always, please remember, not all messages resonate for everyone. Take what does, leave the rest for somebody else. And I'm going to jump right into the key astrological aspects that I'd like to highlight for this month. There's lots of them, but I'm just going to highlight a few. And it's really starting right away on the first of the month. So on September 1st, Uranus will station retrograde in Taurus. Now, in order to understand what a station retrograde energy is for Uranus, you should probably understand what it does when it goes direct. Station retrograde means it's slowing down and it's going to start going backwards, although a planet doesn't really go backwards, right? It just appears to. And so when that happens, it's the complete opposite of what the energy is when it's going direct. So what is the energy of Uranus going direct? Well, Uranus is about sudden and unexpected changes. It, talks about freedom. It's about radical ideas, about radical people. It's about revolutionary events. It's about, wow, how did that come? Where did that come from out of nowhere, right? It upsets established structures, Uranus, okay? So, if you are somebody who, let's say, put a plan in place and says, this is the year in 2024 that I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. Nothing's going to take me off my plan. I'm going to finally stick to it. I'm going to get it done. I'm going to do this. This is what I want to achieve. But maybe you haven't been able to achieve it because if Uranus does affect you personally, if you have a lot of Uranus energy or, Uranus, planets, and that planet is in a certain house for you, and it affects you, then, basically you've been getting a lot of monkey wrenches and the apple cart has been upset on numerous occasions for you. Well, now you can actually take back your power, okay? And you can harness your true potential because when Uranus goes retrograde, and it will be retrograde for the rest of the year, you've got a number of months now still left of the year to take back your power there. Take advantage of this time, break free. Get rid of the distractions, get rid of the temptations, focus on steering your destiny in the right direction. Your plans, your thing you said you want to get done, now you can get it done, all right? All right, next I want to talk about a period of time between September 3rd and September 10th, because we have in succession 3 squares that will come to bite some of us. Now, some of us will get bit more than others, but by this energy. But so I'm just going to call it out for you, Pisces, so you know what this energy is. Always remembering that squares are tense energy. It's some astrological aspects can affect people a few days before and a few days after. So these squares hit us in succession over a 7-day period, but because of the sort of pre and post energy that you could feel, or the effects of the pre and post, I would say that 7 to 10 days in this month you could feel a number of these things, and it's going to feel quite weird. So let me just tell you all about this energy. On September 3rd, there's a Mars-Neptune square. That's the first of the 3. And that's where you could say, why am I lacking focus? I can't focus on anything, okay? If you are dealing with things that are very demanding of you, you will not be able to deal with it. You will need time away from those things. You might feel drained, easily drained, because of that square energy. Mars is very strong, and Neptune just can't handle it, right? So I'm going to say you're going to feel drained to the max, and you really should probably take some time to rest around that time. Because 4 days later, on the 7th of the month, Mercury is going to square Uranus. Now, what's that going to do to you? Well, it could possibly make you feel like your mind is all over the place. And you will not be able to get that into control, okay, or under control. So I would say, let your mind flow. Don't try and box it in, okay? And then a few days after that, I think 3 days after that, on the 10th of September, we have the moon squaring Saturn. Now, that's an energy that could affect you, and I'll tell you why in a second, my dear Pisces friends. But the moon squaring Saturn is going to feel, for some people, like there is a heavy weight on them, okay? And I would just say, I would recommend to you, your wise course of action here would be to give yourself some breathing room, okay? If you do need to make decisions, difficult decisions, I would say consider a different approach, all right? Because that could affect you very greatly, and I'll tell you why. Because of the next thing that I want to talk about. Give me one sec here, just moving things around, making space. Yeah, because I want to talk about September 18th. That's the last thing I want to talk about astrologically. And that is when we have a full moon. It just so also happens to be a supermoon. I believe we have 3 supermoons this month, or this year. I shouldn't say this month. We have 3 supermoons this year. This is one of them. May even be the first of the 3 supermoons. You might know it as the harvest moon. You know, harvest time in September in the northern hemisphere, if you're in the northern hemisphere. And that super moon, so full moon, super moon, just also happens to be a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, so very strong lunation energy here. And of course, during that lunation, the moon is actually in your sign, Pisces. It's in Pisces, but unfortunately, it will be opposed by the sun in Virgo. Okay, so if you are not feeling a heavy weight because of that moon squaring Saturn, this might certainly make you feel some interesting things, because this is a time where, because of that opposition, you know, it could shed some light on your subconscious feelings. All right, now, dealing with this energy, you know, navigating this energy, I'd say to you, time to look inward, because that's going to reveal certain issues that you have probably been pushing to the back of your mind. These are things that you probably have long ignored. These are feelings that you said, no, not dealing with that. No, not me, this Pisces. I don't need to deal with that right now, okay? But I'm going to tell you, you can't ignore them anymore. This is going to open the floodgates on those feelings. So I would say to you, time to face them. But I would also say to you, if these are feelings that are holding you back in any way, shape, or form, well, cut the ties to those. Resolve them, deal with them, do some energy clearing sessions, but cut it so it doesn't hold you back anymore. So I will say to you that I will not be surprised if the moon card comes out in your reading. It has for almost every one of my readings so far, because of that moon squaring Saturn, or because of this, you know, super duper moon energy, full moon, super moon, and partial lunar eclipse. It will not surprise me if it comes out. And, you know, that is the card of Pisces, right? Tarot in the tarot. So it won't surprise me if the moon comes out. If it doesn't come out, I will be surprised. Because it's come out for almost every sign that I've done a reading for, with the exception of one sign. All right, so let's see. All right, so let's dive into your tarot now. And I'd like to give thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide, and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Pisces seekers. All right, Pisces, let's see what they have for you. 4 cards, please, for the month of September for Pisces. Page of Cups. Death. Ladies and thank you. Truly grateful for all our messages. 2 more cards, please, for Pisces for the month of September. Okay. We have Queen of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. You have the 7 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. All right, first and foremost, Pisces, let's just talk about this overarching energy. There's definitely some choices that you're making here. You're in some full contemplation here as to which of these choices you should make, knowing full well, and that you know this very particularly, that some choices are going to be good for you and other choices won't be. I don't think you have a doubt about that in your mind. I think you know that very clearly. It's just like there's a feeling here of you are wanting to, I want to say, weather some kind of change because of this death card here. And I feel like that whatever this change is, you know that it's going to either make or break something depending on your choices. So you know that it's almost like you're, I don't want to say you're afraid to choose wrongly, but you're very concerned about making sure you make the right choices here because you know that change is going to go one way or the other based on that, on those choices. Now, I do also feel very strongly that your emotions are very high in this regard. You are, you're soaring emotionally here. And as I said, this could very well be because that moon energy is there for you. And because the moon is in Pisces, because of that opposition, because of that super moon, because of that squaring Saturn, I feel like this subconscious these subconscious feelings are just rising to the surface for you, and you are quite either overwhelmed with it or you are very conscious that those might be your blockages as it relates to this change that you're going through. But I feel like you are trying to weather some kind of change. Okay, so and with that, with this change or weathering this change, and what I mean by weathering it is like trying to deal with this change. You are feeling like you have a number of duties of things that you really need to get done. You need to get down and dirty and working and getting something implemented or doing it or completing something. And I feel like for you there's an element of feeling stuck here because of that. Now this realizing that you need to make a choice is probably what's holding you back, or what's stuck, or what you feel stuck about, because you can't make the choice because you just really don't want to make the wrong move here. Okay, but you can't get those things done. So obviously there's a bit of a negative influence here, and this could potentially make you feel a little out of sorts, maybe even a little bit stressed. I don't know. Some people might take this as a time to try and get some more mental clarity if they can, because you really do feel like you're stuck here with this Eight of Swords, right? And that's in your mind. So you need some kind of clarity here to be able to get yourself back on track, or be able to prevent you from going into a hole, I want to say. And I don't mean that like physically, I mean that like mentally, like you just don't want to take the step back. You want to keep advancing, and you want to keep making all those little improvements, or making those advancements in your projects, in your business, in your family life, in your whatever you're doing, where you're feeling you're advancing, but now all of a sudden you're going to hit this energy where you're like, I got to make a decision. Oh boy, what am I going to choose? Oh my goodness, do I do this? Do I do that? If I do this, does that really adversely affect what's going to happen here? It could. Okay, so I feel like you're getting bogged down into this thing, and I kind of feel like, it's knowing that you have some kind of pressure here about having to get something done with this Queen of Pentacles. Having to be a success for some people is a lot of pressure. And I don't know if you want to fight this mood, or you want to weather this mood, or get through this mood, but we're going to find out. So let's start to clarify these cards. Right. Tell me first about this Page of Cups, please. You're just kind of soaring with this energy. You're being very thoughtful, which is great, but you're also, like letting your emotions run away with you here, I find, okay? Now, like I said, it could be because you've been suppressing something for so long that now it's finally coming to the surface and it is just taking you off the ground, okay? So let's clarify this Page of Cups, please. Yeah, it's rooted in something that you're feeling nostalgic about. You are really looking toward the past and saying to yourself, you know, how did you feel about this in the past? Or how would you have felt about this in the past? It's taking you back to memories of something or someone, for that matter, depending on your situation. But it is definitely something that's holding you. You're being kept tied to the past with these feelings. Or these feelings are something that occurred in the past, and that is why you have suppressed them. Okay, so you'd say, well, I don't want to go there again. That's what you're saying, all right? Let's continue to clarify this Page of Cups, please. Yeah, and it really is making you, hide yourself away in a manner of speaking. This Two of Wands, I'm going to show you that because if you don't see that, I want to show it to you. I mean, this guy here, he's looking at the world. He's got the world in his hands. He's looking at the bigger vision or the bigger future of what's out there, and how to kind of proceed, what kind of plans to put in place, how to make something come about. But he is in his little castle. He's not out there, if you will. He's not out there experiencing it. He's in a protected place. So you are very much trying to protect yourself by pushing these feelings back and away. But unfortunately, now they are coming to the surface, and really, really, as I said, they're flooding you here a little bit. And this puts the pressure on you to make the right choice or feel like you need to make that right choice. Okay? So let's see. One more card, please, for this Page of Cups. One more clarifier for the Page of Cups. Yeah, Judgment. This is a time for you to be saying, I need to awaken. I need to get going. I need to wake up. I need to start again. I need to make sure that this doesn't go up the wrong track. So how do I get back into that mode of, as I said, that getting through this energy of this heaviness of, and as I said, it could just be that the astrological aspects are affecting you more than anybody because of that energy, that moon being in your sign. I do feel like you don't feel that you're clear necessarily, so you need somebody to show you the way. You're going to follow the call because that's the thing you can do right now. You can't see necessarily the forest for the trees because of the emotions that are getting in the way. So you're kind of looking for somebody to kind of guide you through this a little bit. And I do feel that for some of you, you'll reach out to people to help you with this, that, and do something with people. I don't know. I just feel this feeling that you're going to do something because of this Queen of Pentacles. It could be getting out into the garden for some people. If you live in the Northern Hemisphere, it might be the time to be cleaning or preparing the garden for what would be the oncoming winter. I feel like if you don't own a garden, you might say to somebody, hey, can I go dig in your garden? Can I pull your weeds out for you? Because it's a very therapeutic thing. And, if you do have one and you are helping somebody else in theirs, they're undoubtedly going to give it back to you. So I kind of feeling that for somebody, but it's the thing that's going to help you wake up. It's the thing that's going to be the renewal of the energy to get you out of this overwhelming whatever of emotions here. Okay, now let's clarify the Death card. Let's talk about what this change is. And it could just be change of duties, change of responsibilities, change of things that you need to do because of the certain time of year. It could just be that you are looking to expand and to grow and to move forward, and you're just looking for being able to take some action and see how that action is going to rebound. In other words, what is it going to do for you? In other words, if this change is a change of, let's say, a change of job, a change of business, a change of something, you're taking some action, and then you say, okay, well, let's see how that, what that results in, right? Is it going to bring me money? Is it going to bring me a promotion? Is it going to bring me friends? Is it going to bring me, what is it going to bring me? How is it going to affect you? Okay. So, there's still work to be done because of this change, clearly. That is the three of wands in that regard. And I just want to say, you're still focused on the future, which is good, but asking for assistance is very important here for you. Again, I'm feeling that strong sense of assistance. So, I would do that. If you need somebody else to help you make this decision because you feel that change is going to take your future, in one direction or another, I would say, go out there, get your hands dirty in that garden. And while you're there, chit chat with the people that that you're helping, and, talk it through is what I want to say. Okay? Or do that with your family. All right, let's continue to clarify this death card. Tell me more about this change that Pisces is experiencing, the change that Pisces needs to weather. The change could just be the change of weather, getting into the autumn or fall, what some people call fall, right? Could just be a change of weather, but I don't really feel it like in that regard. So I do feel it's more of a change for you in some shape of way of your life, because here's the Hangman telling us that you need to take a different approach, or you need to look at things from a different angle. There's a different perspective here. It feels like something is slowing down for you, and you don't like that. You don't want to be slowed down, because those duties are those things that you need to do. You want to keep advancing, but you're feeling that stress, as I said. I think you want to get those tasks done. I don't know what those tasks are for you. But I do feel like this is the time to realize that, release the stress. You're not as blocked as you can. Don't worry. Choices are choices, but they don't always make or break our lives. It could just feel that way for some people. Let's clarify the death card with one more clarifier, please. Tell me about this change. Yeah, you got the Seven of Cups again. Like, you can't make this up, man. You have to make a choice. You have to make a choice. You have to choose something or choose multiple things. And this is really where you're kind of struggling with that, all right? Choices bring results, and you're either afraid to make the choice, or you feel like you want to push the choice away, because if you do, then you don't have to deal with something. And that's why I'm telling you, these subconscious feelings are coming up now. All right? Let's clarify that Queen of Pentacles. She's a doer, right? She gets things done. She puts in methodical hard work, and she really gets things done. So, what is it that you need to get done? Well, you need to maybe start at the very beginning again of something. This is probably why you are having a hard time with this choice. You don't want to maybe start it again, or you're saying to yourself, "Oh my God, do I need to go back to square one on this thing?" Okay? For some of you, the answer is yes, because then you can start fresh and build something new. For some of you, the answer is relax, because you think that the choice you're going to make is going to make you go back to the beginning again. I would just take this month and I just say, ride out the month, because next month could be much better for you, all right? And you don't need to start at the very beginning of something and destroy something for the sake of no reason. That's the other thing I want to tell you. Now, it could also be that something comes as a surprise to you, one of these feelings or what is going on here, but I don't really feel that because you see the Eight of Pentacles came out, which is, you know, this is all focused in a project, in work, in a business, in something that you're doing, that you are putting so much energy into it, that you know that this change is going to make or break something for you, or you feel like it is going to make or break something for you at the end of the day. Let's clarify with one more card. That's why you want to get going with this Queen of Pentacles, because you know hard work will result in what it is that you desire, right? Whether that's success, money, whatever. Yeah, and you see it's funny because you got two cards that just came out here, but both of advancement, both of moving forward. You have this Chariot, but you also have this Eight of Wands. So there's definite progress here that you want to make, and you're hoping to make it sooner rather than later. And so you just want to get through this to free yourself from whatever this blockage is for you. Let's clarify that blockage. Let's find out, why do you feel stuck? Why do you feel like it? Because you want to accomplish something. You want to be that emperor. You want to lead, right? You want to be a success. You want to build your empire, for some of you. You know, you want to just, you know, get things done, right? Let's continue to clarify that feeling of stuck, that Eight of Swords. Why do you feel like you're bound? Remembering that that truly is just in your own mind, right? Yeah, there you go. You can't let go of something, dear Pisces. You need to let go of it. That's what I'm going to tell you. Let go, let go, let go. You are not tied up here, right? Okay. One more card to clarify that Eight of Swords. One more clarifier, please, for the Eight of Swords. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. You know that you have challenges. You know that there's more to be had. There's more to be made. There's opportunities abound here. But you have to release. You have to release and let go of this feeling of being stuck. Make the choice. Don't worry about it. You can always undo that choice later. That's my feeling for somebody. I just want to say that for somebody, okay? You know, and you know, yeah, so, you know, here's the thing. We make choices in our life. We choose to turn left, and we go left for a little while. And if it turns out great, fantastic. And if it doesn't, guess what? You can turn around, go the other way, all right? So I'm going to pull for you now a message from the Quantum Oracle deck. Okay. What do you want to tell Pisces, please, for the month of September? Message for Pisces. It's number 7, ascend in the spirit section, because there's different sections in this book, and it's called Ascended Masters. I'm going to read to you from the book. Let me show it to you first. See all those hands coming out of the clouds. It's almost like the choices. I find that very interesting. Ascended Masters. So let's read from the book and see what that says. Okay, just got to find the page. All right, it says, the spirit world is filled with dynamic entities who long to assist you in all areas of your life. Some of these are the ascended masters, those who have lived on the earth plane before and now work from the energetic realm. This card is telling you to look at your life and open up to the master that most resonates with the solution you are seeking at this time. This card is bringing you the presence of the high masters of enlightenment, including Jesus, Buddha, and others of profound spiritual influence in the world. Jesus, represented by the dove, comes with unlimited healing power. No matter what your religious persuasion may be, he can bring you miraculous assistance with physical, mental, or emotional healing. As the master of love, he can open your heart to experiencing the unconditional love you deserve to have for yourself. And he can bring more loving attitude to your life and your world, as well as a greater compassion to and for the people around you. There are several historical figures called the Buddha, including, let me just read this again. There are several historical figures called Buddha, represented here by the lotus, which is beauty growing out of the mud. The Buddha brings you greater consciousness and enlightenment. Look to him for assistance in meditation and spiritual understanding and for achieving inner peace in many difficult times. These are just two of the ascended masters this card brings, open to all who can bring the spiritual wisdom that could change your life. Okay, so you have ascended masters here willing to help you make those choices. Okay, so, tap into them, and they're a wonderful source for you to help you through this month. Alrighty, Pisces, I'm going to leave your reading there for now. Now, don't forget, click that subscribe button. Boop, takes a second. Click. And don't forget to click the thumbs up. Click. Okay, and I just say stay tuned for more readings. Why do you want to press those buttons? Because next month I'm announcing a contest. You don't want to miss it. You're going to want to know how to be eligible. You're going to want to know what that prize is. So I would say click now, then you don't have to worry about missing it next month. Take care, my lovely ones. I will see you again very soon. And until then, know that I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.